Hey there, welcome back to day 22. Man, I'm gonna tell you, we are pushing this along. And as you can see, I'm back in my home office, and that means that my camera is messing up. In fact, I finished, I came in to edit the video that I shot in the studio and realized that my camera is still messing up. It's been my faithful camera for forever. But I had that camera probably 2 years before. This is a pretty smooth transition for at least 2 years before I started shooting video with it, because I let something hold me back. And it's called the imposter syndrome. And I want to talk with you about that tonight. You've probably heard about it before. I think I have a different stance on it. And because I don't think it has to do with confidence. I'm a pretty confident guy, and I love speaking in public. I've been on TV before, all that stuff. It just doesn't bother me. But when that little man in your head starts telling you or asking you, like, who do you think you are? Right? Who do you think you are? Let me just kind of tell you what I feel about the imposter syndrome. I think it is a two-headed demon, right? A two-sided thing. And think you have to deal with both sides. On one side, you might call it stinking thinking, where you're just saying, you know what, you're not good enough to do that, or who do you think you are? And on the other side, it's, man, people are going to figure out that I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. And so, I've dealt with thoughts of kids from high school that might pick on me. Because I wanted to write a book. Well, had I let that stop me, because I can tell you there was a year where I think I got a C, and I was very happy to get a C in English. And if I would have let that stop me, I wouldn't be a best-selling author today. If I would let it stop me from shooting video and creating online courses, I wouldn't have those today. But I've had to deal with that, and I've talked to so many people, friends, colleagues, clients. I've read articles, listened to podcasts on it, read studies on it. It's real, and people deal with it. And what's amazing to me is people that are very well acclaimed. You have Oscar award winning actors and actresses that deal with it all the time. Again, on one side, it's this thought that they're going to figure me out. They're gonna figure out I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a fraud. And it's that other side where that little voice in your head says, "Who do you think you are?" Or it rings with from people from your history. It may be a parent, maybe your cousin, maybe your crazy brother. It might be a friend. It might be a bully from elementary school. Regardless, that can mess you up, and it can hold you back and rob you from the things that you love and the things that you want to achieve in your life. And so I have a few things that have helped me get through that and get past it. But I'm convinced that you might spend the rest of your life getting past that. So I want you to do what works for you. One of the things that I think might help is a positive affirmation. To be clear, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, anything like that, but I feel like positive affirmation really does help. I think the second thing you should do when you're faced with this is review all the accomplishments you've achieved on your way to getting where you are today. I mean, you may have a master's degree or a PhD or a bachelor's. Regardless, do you think all of the teachers along the way, all of the courses you had to pass, they don't think you deserve it? So if you win the Academy Award, you don't think everybody in the Academy that voted for you thought that you deserved it? And so you are accomplished, you are achieved, and you just need to review that when you hear that little voice in your head, and just don't let that voice win. Another thing is consider if you can recognize who comes to mind when you are faced with this. Maybe again, it's one of your parents. Maybe it's an old friend. Write those names down, write them down, keep track of it. And then you know what? Get that piece of paper and throw it away, recycle it, but throw that thing away and push through that, and then I just think whatever it takes for you to get through it, whether it's positive affirmations or writing a list and throwing it away, even if you have to use a case of paper for the rest of your life, um, think the people that come to mind probably aren't thinking a thing about you right now. I hate to say it, but that's probably true. So push through it. You think about all your accomplishments, and every time you beat it, and you tell that little voice, give me that little voice a nickname. I don't really call mine Little Jeff, but I mean, just it's not going to win today. You're not going to beat me today. I'm going to accomplish what I want to accomplish. So keep pushing. I hope you're staying safe, and you're eager to get back. Some people are getting back slowly, and I can't wait to be with there helping you do everything you need to do. Until then, thank you so much for helping me maximize my quarantine.